if the internet broke tomorrow, it'd be gone. And you need to look around and realize that the people around you are important and it's not just all on your phone.
Would you say that's one of the biggest lessons you've learned throughout this, that, you know, that I suppose that fleeting little bit of fame that we've now tasted, because it won't last forever. It might stay around for a little longer, but, you know, and certainly the online thing, like you said, I mean, if somebody's following just disappeared, you know, what real value do they now have? I mean, I suppose that's something you need to work on, but would you say that that's something that, you know, you've taken away from the whole experience that's made you a better person?
100%, yeah. There has been times where I've just gone, I've broken down and I've just said, I miss my life. Like I just want somebody that wants to be with me, that's why I went on the show. And now I can't date, because anyone I meet, they fangirl. Any guys I meet, they fangirl. And I just think, you know, I bought the house and I've got the money and I've got where I want to be in my life. But now the one thing that was missing from the start, which was a partner, is something that I've now pushed away because of this fame, I guess, and because of the presence that I have online, which my followers require in order to keep my bankroll going. I don't know. It's a really hard situation.
Yeah, I can imagine. It sounds like this sounds complicated. You know, because I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit concerned about you for a while there. It felt like about a month ago, you know, you were kind of doing it tough in the media, and you know, you were subject to a lot of criticism. And to me, it looked like you were partying a lot, and you were, you know, getting amongst it really hard. And I think there was a few people that were a bit worried about you, and a few of the others actually. You know, are you over that? Have you passed that now, or are you sort of still trying to figure it all out?
I really lost myself badly when Dan and I broke up, and I know that there's a lot of rumors and there's a lot of things going around as to why we broke up, and I think I just sort of let all that go and I threw myself into this partying to try and forget about him and to forget about me. But I'm still, even though as much as I brush things off and as much as I'm so nonchalant, I'm still a young girl. I still have feelings, and my relationship was like the biggest breakup ever on live TV. So it was hard. And then, you know, I had my mum tell stories about me, which was hard.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I was sort of throwing myself into partying a little bit more, but I mean, I did that for a while and I realized that it doesn't make me feel any better. Like, you know, their sleepless nights don't make me feel any better. Sure. And, you know, the guys that you meet are just idiots as well. So, I've I mean, anyone you meet in a nightclub is no good. But I'm fine now. You know, I'm actually, like, buying my house really grounded me, and you know, having a goal at the end of the year really grounded me. So I was a bit lost because I didn't really have a goal where I wanted to be at the end of the year. And so you know, I've always said, you know, you need short-term goals, you need long-term goals. Mm-hmm. My long-term goal is my house, which I've got, but short-term goals in between is, what am I going to do at the end of the year? Where do I want to be, and where do I see myself? So really setting that out, pulling myself away from the partying and not being so, I guess, like dismissive.
Swept up in it all.
Yeah. So doing that's really helped.
Do you think you'll one day see yourself, you know, starting a family, settling down? I mean, that's obviously something I would think is in your future.
Yeah, I definitely do want that. I do want a partner that, you know, I guess I really need a partner that can put up with me. I'm hard work. I am hard work. Yeah. And Dan did a really good job. Yeah. I will take my hat off to him for that. But I guess I need somebody that can, you know, sort of, I really do have quite a dark upbringing. So someone that can, you know, take that on, as well as, you know, my little attributes and my little characteristics, which aren't always, you know, I'm not always this bubbly, nice Jess, and there's reasons why behind that. But so finding somebody like that at the minute in this media world that I'm in is not something that's going to happen, but it is what I want. A family and kids is ultimately the goal. Yeah.
I've spent a bit of time with Dan recently. We're doing some training together, and you know, I'm a big fan of Dan. He came in here the other day actually, and we had a chat. And I can see honestly what you saw in him, because he's a hell of a guy. And you know, I always said you guys made a really lovely couple, and I know that you connected genuinely. I know that a lot of people were, you know, questioning whether or not, you know, your sincerity in that relationship, but I know you were very fond of him, because I saw how you were when it ended. Yeah. And, you know, you were clearly affected by that in a profound way. So Boy, I mean, do you have a line of communication with him? Are you friends still?
Look, with Dan, with our breakup, I actually ended up, like, it was really bad. I ended up in hospital. I was really depressed over it because I'd finally let somebody in and then it sort of went straight away. But Dan, and then I guess I had a lot of hate towards Dan and I showed a lot of that in the media. And then I just realised, you know, it was not that long ago that I realised, you know, trying to make him hurt doesn't make me feel any better. It doesn't fix the situation. And, you know, it only just, you know, pushes somebody away who I would love to have in my life as a friend. So Dan and I, we spoke just the other day actually, because I've been invited to that boxing
have you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was invited.
You going to come along?
Oh yeah, I'll be there definitely.
Good.
Yeah, I can't wait. So I've been invited and I'm doing a bit of promoting for it as well, just to help out the charity and everything.
Fantastic.
But I just thought, you know what, this is going to be the first time I see this guy who I was completely in love with, probably still am slightly in love with. And I didn't want to be you know, just nasty, or I wanted to keep it nice. And also it's for a charity, it's for a good cause. So I actually reached out to him by email because we've blocked each other on every means of everything.
Oh, boy.
And I just told him and he gave me a ring and he just goes, yeah, cool. Like, let's just, you know, bury the hatchet and
good.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, I don't think we're going to be best friends, but it's, you know, it's something because, you know, he was important to me and I think I was important to him. So it's nice to be able to have that happy medium.
Yeah, definitely. No, if you can keep it amicable and be mature about it, I mean, that's all you can ask for. But, well, look, I like what I'm seeing, Jess. You know, you seem bubbly and bright. Like I said, I was a little concerned about you, and I know that I wasn't the only one. And I'd like to think that, you know, you're going to kind of come out of this phase better for it and having learnt the lessons. I certainly know I have. Far out. You know, I mean, we all copped it pretty hard. We all made a lot of mistakes in there. You and I, as much as anyone. Any regrets, would you say?
No, I don't have any regrets because if I say that I had regrets, I would be lying to myself, my past self, because in the time that's what I wanted and I went for it. My only regret would be keeping it a secret from Tamara and Mick for as long as we did.
You know, in a perfect world, because Mick and I are pals.
Yeah.
You know, we always have been, and I'm friends with quite a few of them, and you know, in a perfect world, I'd love to see us all, you know, getting along and all be friends. In fact, at the Logies last week, I know you were at the Logies.
Oh God!
You were down in the foyer, kind of milling around there with Innes.
I know, with my daddy tattoo.
Oh goodness, yeah, you were in a state that night. But here's one for you. I had a really lovely conversation, really pleasant conversation with Elizabeth.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, and you know, it's no secret that she and I. You know, we had our moments, that's for sure. And we definitely, you know, we're both strong characters and she's a very bright lady. You know, she's onto it. And I think I underestimated her. And in fact, I underestimated how charming she is. And she's a real sweetheart. So I sort of made something of an apology to her that night and we built a bridge. And it was really satisfying. In fact, the whole table, well, not all of us, but we spoke openly and
who were some of the others, Mike? Tell us.
Look, it was a little frosty that night, be honest. But
between who?
Well, use your imagination on that one. Unfortunately, yeah, I think certain things happen in life where you just can't get past them. Unfortunately, and that's just how it goes. But look, I mean, you and I are pals now.
We are.
And I feel like there's going to be people out there going, oh, God, these two. Like, we would either be people's favourite or people that they can't stand. And I don't know how I feel about that. I've made peace with it. I've certainly tried to, you know, put my best foot forward at this point, and hopefully people have changed their mind about me a little bit. And I feel like they have about you too. And I think that the only thing you can do is act maturely and move on and learn your lessons and show the world that you are a better person for it. 100%,
definitely. And you know what? I say this all the time. Don't bother about the opinions of others. Don't take advice from somebody that you wouldn't give advice to.
Yeah, okay. I like that. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, Jess, I know you've got a busy schedule. You're off doing things. What's on for today?
Ooh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I'm off to see an old friend.
Are you now? Okay. All right. Well, we'll leave it there. Yeah. Sounds like there's some mystery.
There's always mystery surrounding Jessika Power.
There sure is. Boy, oh boy. Hey, well, it's so nice to have you in, and we should do this again sometime. It's been a real pleasure to see you, and I'm glad to see you smiling again, and I'm really encouraged by that, and I hope that everyone out there can look, maybe just bury some hatchets, just let the dust settle on this, and I'm convinced you're on a nice journey now and a good path, and that's quite admirable.
Yes, well, thank you, and it's been good seeing you as well. We will definitely do this again. I've missed you.
Yeah,
I've missed your voice. I've missed. It's like the best radio voice. It's like, "Hi, I'm Mike Gunn."
Well, thanks. Hey, good to see you.
You too, Mike.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.